Everybody's heard about the first-time home buyer, but what about the first-time home seller? Coming up. What's up, guys? It's Rene Armijo, ReneSellsHouses.com, all right? There's plenty of content out there for the first-time home buyer, but really, what about the first-time home seller? Well, here we go. I've got 9 tips for the first-time home seller. Sell that house, make that money, cash in, and move on to the next thing, okay? First up, number 1, price the home right, okay? That's the number 1 most important thing to do this, all right? Hire a professional real estate agent. Interview agents. Don't just get the agent that you remotely know or a friend who just also happens to be licensed. Being a nice person is not what makes a good real estate agent. Selling lots of houses is what makes a good real estate agent. If you speak to the typical real estate agent, the typical real estate agent hates Zillow and other similar websites to that effect. Why? Because you can go to Zillow.com and they'll give you a rough estimate of what your house is worth. And real estate agents absolutely hate that. They'll say, no, they don't know what houses are really worth. Let me run you the comps. Only I have access to the MLS to show you what homes have truly sold for recently, etc., so on and so forth. However, it doesn't hurt to check out Zillow, and any real estate worth his or her own salt will be able to intelligently explain to you by showing you the data of why that Zillow estimate is either way off or hey, it's actually right on the money. He or she should be able to show you all of the homes that have sold nearby with all of their features and at exactly what price they're sold for. This will give you a better understanding of the true value of your home. Tip number 2. Home stage boosts the selling power and the appeal. Staging your home is a lot like dressing up for a job interview or even a first date. You never get a second chance to make that first impression. Painting is the single most valuable improvement you can make to your home. Don't let ugly scratches and scuffs show a home that hasn't been taken care of or maintained. Tip number 3. It's okay to ask about your realtor's commission fee, but in just like everything else, remember, you get what you pay for. Is your realtor going to take pictures of the house with his iPhone, or is he going to hire a professional photographer? Is your realtor going to have video of the home published on the internet, or are they going to miss out on 70% of internet audience? When considering your realtor's commission fee, consider this. What's more important to you? The percentage of the commission you pay or your final profit? Because many times a good realtor who's worth his salt and worth his commission, the fee may be higher, but you're going to end up profiting more. Tip number 4. You have to be flexible with home showings. If someone requests to see your home and you deny them, they may never want to see your home again. Tip number 5. Do an open house. Create a buzz in the neighborhood about your house. The more people hear about the house, the faster it's gonna sell. Tip number 6. Insist on professional photography. Do not let your real estate agent take photos of the home with his or her iPhone. Your house is not gonna sell that way. If you want the house to sell right, you've gotta dress it up. Remember, first impressions are everything. First date, job interview. Tip number 7. Review your listing online. This is how the rest of the world is going to see it. So make sure you review it and make sure you like it. And if you don't, ask your realtor to make the necessary adjustment. Tip number 8. Respond promptly to offers. Nothing is worse than submitting an offer on a home and waiting. The hours go so long until you hear a response. Remember, you're going to be a home buyer after you sell this one. So give them the courtesy of a prompt response. All right, and tip number 9, your last tip. Call the movers early, all right? You can never be too ahead of the curve. There's nothing worse than not being able to find movers who are available on the day that you need all of your things moved. So there you have it, 9 tips for the first-time home seller. And you can use those tips even if it's your second or third time selling a house. Check out the links in the description for recently sold home data in your city. And if you'd like a free home valuation for your house specifically, there's a link for that too.
My man.